I love the thing. How's it going, YouTube lovers? This is the Evil Rammer. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm doing the reaction video. Today I'm reacting to another teaser trailer for Avengers Doomsday. This is the fourth of these little short teasers that they've been releasing every single week. And this one, it seems like, is going to be interesting because in my opinion, these teasers have been getting better. My big problem with them is the whole release in theaters beforehand thing. So they basically what's in them gets leaked first. But I feel like they've been getting better each time. I thought the Thor one was better than the Steve Rogers one, and then I thought the X-Men one that we saw last week was really, really good, actually. And now we have a new one, which I believe is supposed to be, because first it was oh, we have, here's the announcement that Steve Rogers is coming back. Oh, here, let's show, Thor is going to be serious again. This one's going to show, oh, we have the X-Men that you know and love for the previous franchise coming back. And now we have this one that's supposed to be showing characters from two different, I guess sub-franchise, because they're all the Marvel franchise, but I guess sub-franchises is the best way to say it. Different series within the MCU interacting together. And technically they're from different universes, even though this time they're both MCU-style characters as opposed to the X-Men that came from before the MCU. But either way, I'm excited to check this out. I've been enjoying these teasers. I really do hope this movie is good. They've also started a big countdown clock, and I'm there's no way. Are they actually going to be running this stream for a solid year counting down to the movie? They might be, so we'll just have to wait and see. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this teaser and see what it has to offer. Oh, there we go. Oh, is this the Void? Hey, Shuri. I will say I have not seen Wakanda Forever.
I've lost everyone that matters to me.
I do know that part. That obviously they have her brother dead for real life reasons.
The king has his duties. To prepare our people.
Oh, there's Namor.
For the afterlife.
M'Baku, there you are.
King M'Baku.
Oh, he's the king now. That's the thing I didn't know.
Then,
hey!
Between Broom and Grant.
I love the thing. The Wakandans and the Fantastic Four will return in Avengers Doomsday. That's cool. Seeing characters interact like that. That's part of the fun of these Avengers movies. I remember that's especially with Infinity War. That was the big hype of oh, we're gonna be able to see the Guardians interact with the Avengers, and we're gonna see Doctor Strange interact with these characters and stuff like that. So that's part of the fun here. Seeing characters cross over and talk together when they wouldn't normally. But I do love that the simplicity of M'Baku, who apparently is now king of Wakanda. Again, like I said, I haven't watched Wakanda Forever, so I'm assuming that's the main thing I needed to know from that. But then just saying oh, I'm the king of this nation, and then Ben is just yeah, I'm from Yancey Street. How you doing? I love the thing. The Fantastic Four were my second favorite comic series growing up behind Spider-Man, so I love those characters. And the design of the thing for the MCU is just fantastic. I did not mean that. I genuinely realized that after I said it. But no, it's a great character design, so I love that he's the character that we get to see interacting, basically for our first crossover. I do feel that if we are going to see the Fantastic Four interacting with the Wakandans, that Reed is just going to be nerding out over their tech. Maybe he and Shuri can bond over that in some way. Again, that's like I said, that's the fun of these crossover movies. You have a lot of characters that you never see together otherwise, getting to interact and having some fun stuff going on. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at this, because that didn't really look like Wakanda, I'm just saying, for this teaser. That looked more like the Void, which would make sense, but also has concerns about what is Doom already doing at this point. All right, yeah, let's go ahead and look closer at this, because immediately my first thought was, this doesn't really look like Wakanda. From what we saw in Black Panther, this just doesn't look like that. And it looks, because of the barren, this could just be any desert, but because of the muted color schemes and stuff like that, my first thought is, oh, it's the Void, like we've seen in Loki, like we've seen in Deadpool and Wolverine. So that is my immediate first thought, is that the Void is involved here. And there is Shuri, the new Black Panther. I do like the detailing on her suit. Yeah, poor Shuri going through a lot. Again, I know that her mother was killed by Namor during the fighting last time. That is one thing I do know about the movie. Yeah, right here. This right here is showing Namor and his people, but these temples and stuff right here, they look like the kind of architecture that would fit his kingdom, but there's no water, which because his is an underwater nation. So immediately it makes me think, oh, did Doom somehow transport him and his people into the Void? Is that the kind of thing that happened here? Like, that's my immediate first thought. Again, so we have Shuri, the new Black Panther, and M'Baku, who's apparently now king of Wakanda. Again, like I said, I didn't watch the new Black Panther movie. There were a lot of MCU movies I ended up not watching after Endgame. This was one of them. But I definitely sounds like it would have made me cry just because of all the tributes to Chadwick Boseman. Rest in peace to that guy. Seriously, screw cancer. That sucks. He was such a good actor. But probably that was one big detail there. But again, I love this here, where he just introduces himself, hi, I am literally the king of an entire country. And then Ben Grimm's just like, yeah, I'm from Yancey Street. That is so great. Okay, and it does look like it's a similar costume, which makes sense. I'm wondering if they're going to get some kind of costume upgrade during the fight with Doom, because, it's Marvel. You got to come up with new costumes to sell new merch. And the CGI does look good on him. But there you go. Yep, Wakanda Forever, all of that, and the Wakandans and the Fantastic Four. Because, see, that's the fun of this teaser, like I've been saying the whole time. The first ones were just, oh, here are characters from previous movies. Even the X-Men one, even though that wasn't, established MCU characters for the most part. Even though, of course, Patrick Stewart has been there as Professor X in Doctor Strange, but that version's dead, and that movie kind of sucked. I was disappointed by that one. But this one showing characters interacting like this is the stuff I love in these Avengers movies, and it gets me very excited to see this. But yeah, the Wakandans and the Fantastic Four will return in Avengers Doomsday. And like I said, that is very exciting. Just as a basic idea, seeing all these characters interacting together like this is the fun of these Avengers movies. And we haven't had this for a while. It's 2019 is when Endgame came out. Which means it's been 7 years? Yeah, it's been 7 years, basically, since we last had our big crossover movie. And I do want to show, yeah, that right there. The Doomsday Clock. Close the chat. But yeah, so this is what they've got going now. It's just a live stream on Marvel's YouTube channel showing the full Avengers logo with the Doomsday countdown. But it's crazy that they're doing this already. Like, I know that it's been like the theme for each of these teasers, that there's going to be a countdown at the end saying, oh, this is how much time is left to the movie, which was a fun little gimmick. But I wasn't expecting them to start up a full 24-hour live stream when we're 11 months out from the movie. I think that's crazy. But either way, that was the next teaser for Avengers Doomsday. I love seeing the little interaction there, and my brain is already thinking, oh, the Void there. What did Doom do? Did he somehow drag these people into the Void? Is this part of him trying to create Battle World for Secret Wars? Again, we've seen just... basically, we've seen 4 minutes of footage in the movie, and because of the nature of movie making, there's no guarantee all of that footage will even be in the movie. And I feel like this movie's got to be at least 3 hours long. It might be a little bit shorter, but because Thanos was set up, Doom basically needs to be set up in this movie, and it needs to be the big crossover. So I feel like this movie needs the longer runtime in order to tell the full story that it needs, even before getting to Secret Wars. So we've basically seen 4 minutes of a 3-hour movie. So there is a lot more to come, and I'm curious if they're going to do anything for like the Super Bowl, or if they're going to hold off on marketing this one a bit more until actual closer to release. This was just a little bit of a year out thing that they were doing, and then Super Bowl is actually going to be reserved for like a Spider-Man trailer or something, because we still have a Spider-Man movie coming out before Doomsday. But either way, I've been enjoying these teasers. I really have. So I hope that the movie is good. I really do. But these teasers at least have been fun, seeing these characters on screen, seeing these characters now interact with each other. So there you have it. That was my reaction to the 4th teaser trailer for Avengers Doomsday, focusing on the Wakandans, also the people of Namor's country. I don't actually know what his nation is called. Hold on. Let me pull that up right now. I don't actually know what it's called, because I know it's slightly different in the MCU than it is in the comics. Talokan. Yeah, Talokan. So it's we have the Wakandans, we have the Talokans, and we have the Fantastic Four, which is, that right there already shows the multiverse part of this. I mean, even more than the X-Men showing up did, is actually having these characters interact together. Again, I love that simple little interaction right there, because I think the Thing is just a great character anyway. So him addressing directly a king is great, because he's trying to be respectful, but he's also like, yeah, I don't got like a big grand title or anything. I'm just Ben from Yancey Street. But yeah, no, that was a lot of fun. And as far as we know, that's what we have in terms of these teasers. I have heard rumor that the same Korean ratings board that leaked that these teasers existed in the first place may have rated 2 more teasers for the movie, but I have not actually seen any concrete like confirmation of that, like I did for these before they started coming out. So if there's more teasers, I will react to them. But for now, this is all I put on the schedule, just because this is all that was confirmed at the time. And I'm sure, again, we're going to get plenty of trailers and teasers leading up to it, and I will react to those trailers when they come out. Like the first big trailer, absolutely. I'm very curious when they're going to first reveal the look at Doom. Like I said, the Super Bowl is next month. They could do something there if they're trying to build up the hype, or they could wait a little bit, give Spider-Man Brand New Day a chance to market itself, and then go back to marketing for Doomsday. I don't quite know yet, but we'll have to wait and see what they're going to do. But yeah, like I said, I want this movie to be good. It's the whole thing of, like, I've said in all of these teaser reactions so far, I have concerns. I have very good reasons to have concerns with how the MCU has gone up to this point. But overall, I have enjoyed these teasers, and I do hope this is good, because seeing all these characters together would be fun. I'm just concerned that they're not going to be done enough justice, because they're not going to have enough screen time together. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But like I said, these interactions are part of my favorite thing. I love character interactions in general in the media that I watch. And so see this here, this little teaser was really fun. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. Hope you all enjoyed it. Please drop a like, comment down below if you did, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you all on the next one. Bye, guys!